going to talk about how to make your OC have a rival relationship to a Canon character. The first thing is first that we haven't seen of the OC versus Canon character, since most often we get to see the OC and Canon couples like this most likely nowadays though. As previous mentioned, that OC x Canon couple became a thing around the 1990s, I guess, on the internet, before it did become existent in the 2000. For OC versus Canon character, it's a lot similar to crossover per se though. Similar what we have Smash Brother and Kingdom Hearts for example. It's very similar to the complex of those compass, those scenes, that is similar to a crossover. Very different, unless the OC is from an OT-verse scene or a fandom universe, depending what it is though. I have most of my modern day OC civilians are multi-shippers. That's one of the multiverse people who they really are. Well, you know, speaking about that, they do have a relationship about they don't like a male character or any female character. That's only for my anti-heroine, depending what they don't like of the personality, because they're also the big fans of the bad guys and the villains. So that's what they are basically though. For the records, I wanted to give you guys a warning. It is okay to pair your OC pairing with a Canon character, depending whom you like, or your wifey or wife. And also, some people have gaming warnings about something. No, I asked them to support my OC pairing with the Canon character. Here is the scene. They also told me as long you do not hurt anyone else's or any of the Canon character for whichever reason. With respectfully, that's what they're trying to tell me reason. So the same as my friends told me, the same with me, as they're telling the same exact thought with, you have to be careful and take it easy about the relationship with the Canon character, not to go the hates extremely up the bottom or like hurt them or kill them. Do not do that. And actually that would be called bashing per se, because no one would not like the thing about that though. I know I have my bad guy's original character who does not like the heroes, but I wanted to make it simple that they do not die or stuff like that. So we have to be careful of what we do. Like, let's just say we want to see a picture of our OC villain who is eternal life god and kills one of our favorite heroes character, and the people will get offended and get upset. That's not gonna work or not gonna happen. We have to take it easy from that. Basically, that's the rule to what they like and admire of the plot story from each anime or game or something like that, that is really is something, how much they like that character, request. It might be legal banish to trouble if it's led to copyright. And perhaps that's where the creator will not accept the towards deaths of the heroes of canon character or heroine. So most likely it being that we have to like take it easy from that and make it simple and clean though. Also, please that do not make a background story about if the original character was in that time or alternative timeline or something like that. Something to do about killing the character you don't like or their favorite character. Please don't say anything like that. Just simply say that they're willing is that they're most wanted to destroy them, but preventing that it may happen but never has happened, but that depends. We also do not want to spoil alert to the fandom or to the company media like Nintendo or Sega, wherever. They would not like this idea to a character that they maybe not come from foolishness. Like example that a Fire Emblem hero OC is willing to destroy the Crown. I call him Mr. Crown. And actually that Crown is the most very important character that he cannot do something about the OC is going to destroy Crown in the Fire Emblem Heroes timeline or Warriors because of the bad guys to take vengeance. Just simply they're going to fight and they deem win or lose. Just keep it simple to it. Just to stay up. You have to like be very careful, and it's like you are taking care of a brick of rock to build a house, to save it and like pretend to build it that it doesn't go away, like you're building a house, like you're taking care of that thing, and it is the same. You have to take care of that canon character, for he or she cannot die depending on the fan timeline, like a theory or fan fiction or fan art or what you ever call it of an animation. If it's gonna become true from foolishness. I mean, we have seen example like this scene about linked LEAK, like this one is real or not, or per se that I thought Mario was gonna be in the next film of the sequel by Universal Studio. I'm just saying for example, and saying that the SpongeBob Lost episode from 2001 was very lost, but it came to be false and lie, similar to make one of their favorite character or the ones that they love or dislike, making things up to make it like it's a real official story, and that could be unofficially, with its mixtures of true or was not. You have to say that you need to keep occupied with scenes, the scene you like to do, and all this stuff, to make your character like their relationship with the canon character of the relationship as enemies or rival against. But don't push it too far, like to destroy them or killing them, but pretend it may did happen or not, just simply make it didn't happen. Or like simply request that the original character of Billings is about to finish them up, but it didn't happen for real. To save for the example. So you can save the skin of the canon character though. Please do understand that it's very important not to destroy the character you like or dislike. If you don't like the character because of what they did to the bad guys or any heroine or whatever reason, keep it to yourself and don't think about it too much because it's very important. I know there are few characters I don't like, such as Peter Pan and my arch nemesis Yoshi, but I get used to it most of the time and I keep it to myself. I only request about something about the one that it is the thing that is I only request to the artist make them almost finish them off, and there's no gore and blood and violence, and it didn't happen. I think people gotta do the same. And for respectively, that's called for the scenes for fighting and such, that's called not safe for work. It's different among sexuality and hentai or ichi, but there's violence included. So, for the most important scenes, we have to take care of our favorite character that we like and those canon character, because we don't know something bad will happen, and it may be if we do the wrong scene. For what is best to us, that we gotta take it easy. We had our favorite character crossed over to another media series from series universe, from Capcom versus SNK and Smash Brothers series, all that kind of stuff. That we do those or seeing them on TV, anything about those. But what do you think about OC versus canon characters? I have to give my opinion that it is very appealing, very more interesting plot, that it has a lot to offer of OC ex-canon couples, which most of the scenes are very appealing though. It doesn't mean that OC versus canon characters is very bad unless you don't go over the draft though. It's very more interesting of the plot of OC versus canon relationship. You gotta make an OC original character, multi-self or whatever, or a fandom OC to appeal the character that you like or your favorite character or dislike, but don't go over the draft that they will kill them if you work for a story. And that wouldn't come true to make a story that they were sent as assassin to kill Lucina or Mr. Crown, because that would not work, and I don't see Nintendo will not like the idea, or any company like this that would not like it. That would be harming the characters. So we gotta take consideration that we have to be careful and be cool with it. Because from what I learned from people, my friends told me, as long as you don't hurt them, that's why I took the advice. We have to say it's very good, very interesting as it is of OC versus canon, because simply is more appealing gratefully than what Crossover got to offer. And although before we wrap up, what do you think about OC versus Canon characters? Do you think it's a good scene or meh or not so good? Or is the same like OC X Canon couple? I'm into of OC X Canon couple, more of it, and I've been a big fan of it for the longest time as I can remember since the end of the 2000s. For your thought and your opinion about the OC versus Canon couple, share your thought and what you think about it, and what do you think of this video. I hope this will help you more. If there's any mistake, I may do part 2 or something like that. I don't know how, maybe with a friend who we can talk about on part 2 to correct the statement about OC versus Canon or anything like this. But yeah, to give hope for the fandom or the artistic or creating or cosplaying of an OC versus with a Canon character, I meant to say this, that keep it simple, make their relationship as cool and epic and more likely interacting and very being for more appealing to their rivalry relationship as a fair and good one. Hope this video will help you, and I hope you will enjoy the video. Until then,